welcome back to the channel.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. If you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below, and also follow us on Instagram. Our name will be somewhere below or bottom. Yeah.
Today's video is about catch up. It's been a while since we've been on video. We've had a lot of stuff going on. A lot of good stuff, not bad stuff. So we're just trying to get back in the groove of things and then give everybody an update on what's going on, and hopefully we can keep on continuing the journey from there.
Yeah, so the video is going to be a little long, obviously, because a lot has happened. So you're going to split it maybe in part 1, 2, and 3. So that way we can kind of update you guys with, what has been going on with us.
Mm-hmm. So I think the last video we did was definitely a long time ago, about 3 years ago. So that puts us at about 2020. So we kind of wanted to go on an update from 2020 up to now. So I'll let you start.
Okay, so in 2020, especially the last video that we posted, we had a dog. We did get a dog, and we still have a dog. She's actually right here.
Uh-huh.
Hazel, you want to say hi? She's sleeping. Mm-hmm. Oh. She's sleeping. Look, I know she was a tiny one, but she's a big girl now.
We did a video on her a long time ago, so a lot, like I said, a lot's changed since then. She needs a haircut soon.
She does.
But she's grown a lot, but she's been really good. And you'll hear some other updates with the family. She's actually one of 3.
That's funny. One of 3.
Yeah.
She's the oldest of 3 too. So. Yeah, definitely it's been a while. So in 2020, what we did was, we did a whole lot. First, the pandemic happened, and then of course, a lot of things happened during the pandemic, and a whole lot of babies happened during the pandemic. However, our babies are not like the pandemic babies. Or at least we tend to think they're not the pandemic babies. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna go over, that. So anyway, so in 2020, we conceived. Towards mid to the end of the year, we conceived. And then in 2021, we welcomed our first daughter, human daughter. Mm-hmm. And for those who follow us on Instagram, you can actually already go ahead and meet her. She has her own little spot. So check her out.
Yeah, and the journey to get to that point dates before 2020 because we did the whole IVF thing. So we had a lot of different things trying to get conception at that point that failed. So I think after a couple of attempts, we finally had one, that was successful.
Yeah, so our first daughter, of course, she's a May baby, just like her mother.
Yep.
We just a couple days from each other, our birthdays. So again, I would go over the whole IVF journey. We explain. It's mostly probably going to be me. I will go to detail with that, how we got into the whole IVF. Like what happened and this and that. I never really talked about it, or we never really talked about it, especially on social media. Yeah, we've mentioned that we were going to IVF, but we never mentioned how we got to that point. So I will go to detail with that. So I will also make series of those. So hang in there with us. Probably after our updates, I will go and do those videos so you can kind of be on track from then.
Yeah, so I think that would be a good series because we did the IVF, but we also, before that, we did the IUI. We tried one company and then we tried another company. I think we did like 4 or 3 IUIs, and then we did the IVS. We did like 4 of those. So it's been a big journey. So that was kind of like in the middle of us going through all of that. So I think she would do a really good job of explaining it from a female perspective, from a medical perspective.
Alright, and then so in 2020 again, we got pregnant. 2021, we welcomed our first daughter. And then towards the end of 2021, I actually went to Africa for a little bit. My sister got married and then came back, and then there's other life events that happens, of course. And then in 2022, we got pregnant again, but again, that did not work. I'm gonna paraphrase this because I will go into detail with the whole infertility journey.
Yeah, so she was pregnant with the second baby in 2022, and we were kind of in the middle of the house price boom. Prices of the houses going up. We've been wanting to get a new house for a while, but this kind of was the perfect time because at the time we only had one child, so we didn't mind staying where we stayed. But when we had two, so we looked around, there wasn't a whole lot of options because everybody was buying a house. So if you wanted to buy a house, you basically had to give them a whole bunch more money than what they were asking for. We kind of got lucky and found a gem, but it was exciting because our family was expanding at the time. We had sold a house that we had lived in for quite a while, and it was a lot of new changes going on. And then after we moved in the new house, we had, obviously a newborn. So we had to get adjusted to that as well. And yeah, so here we are. We have a little more time, we don't have a lot of time, but we decided since,
I agree. We don't have a whole lot of time.
Yeah, we got back in the groove of things and decided to try to give it another go before life interrupts you again or
interrupt you again.
Yeah, how do you say it gets busy? I guess is the right way to say it.
Yeah, so definitely. So again, early this year, we did welcome our second baby, and which is a blessing. We're so happy. We're so blessed. We're so grateful, especially for what we went through, and we just feel like we're happy. We're very happy that I think the family might be complete.
Yeah, I think after two, I feel done. Obviously, anything can happen, but I don't plan to do any more IVFs or IUIs, or I don't really plan to have anything pursued, I guess is the way to do it. Because when you do the IVF, you have to be consistent, you have to be persistent, you have to be open-minded, and you have to
it's time consuming.
Welcome pain because you have to do shots every day. So there's a lot involved in that, and we're not really interested in going through all that again. So
at least as of right now.
Yeah, right now. But that's kind of where we're at with that.
Yeah, I agree. We definitely agree.
Yeah. We recently went to, so a couple trips that we went on was in 2022, we were in Cancun. We went to Paris in 2022, earlier in the year.
Yeah, so early in 2022, we only had one kid, of course. So we just decided to go to Paris, just to celebrate, just away from everything.
Yeah, and still while you're young, pregnancy, however you want to say it, you can move around easier.
Yeah. Well, at the time I wasn't pregnant in Paris.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we only had Grace. So we just kind of went to Paris, a little break. I think it was like maybe a little over a week trip. Mm-hmm. We stayed there. It was nice, and we just had a great time. I did post some pictures on Instagram, just briefly pictures of those. I'm really bad at posting trips on social media. But and then later on in the year, we went on a cruise to the Bahamas, which was actually great. I was already pregnant.
Yeah.
But I was maybe 3 months pregnant, and you couldn't tell unless I told you. Mm-hmm. It was a lot of fun, and that was your first cruise, right?
It was my first cruise, so I'll back up to Paris a little bit. So Paris was it was our second time there, or third time?
Yeah, it was a
third
time together.
Yeah, so we have a lot of family over there, so that's why we go over there more than once. But the third time we were there was good. We ended up taking Grace there. That one was pretty special. She got on her first plane flight. We got to push her around in like a baby seat. Okay. She was really young, so it was really interesting carrying a cart around. What do you call them? The baby strollers. Yeah, the baby strollers. And then, you put her in it. She was only able to sit at the time, so she couldn't really do anything else.
She couldn't walk,
So we had to bring those with us.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah, going through TSA and, how they check water bottles, and then, pushing the baby through, and then, all those different things that go along with having a kid along the way. We got to experience that. It was a lot of fun, and I don't know, I doubt maybe Grace might remember it. But we got quite the experience from it, and I think Grace had a really great time. And it was just fun bringing her. That was the most special part of the whole trip. It's not convenient, I'll be completely honest, but she did a pretty good job on the plane.
Yeah, she didn't cry either the whole time. She slept most of the time.
Yeah, and she didn't have an extra seat. She actually slept kind of on
Holding
both of our
her,
seats. You know, we raised the arm, and then she would kind of take naps on the way between the two seats, you know, that we were sitting on. So it worked out pretty good. And again, she was like halfway off her bottle, so it was a little easier for us to feed her snacks to just kind of keep her happy. The cruise was good. We didn't bring her with us on that. That was my first time on a cruise. I actually really, really liked it.
Yeah, it was
I
fun.
liked it a lot.
It wasn't long. It was just like a perfect amount of days.
Yeah.
You know, where you wouldn't be so bored, you know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the cruise. I think you know, what we did is we drove from North Carolina to Charleston, and then we parked our car, and I think again the whole COVID thing was going on still then. And then we boarded on the boat. We got to our room, and after some time, the boat just kind of started to go off. And I think the best parts were at night. Like the view was really nice at night. There's a lot to do on the boat. You can go to like many different restaurants that are on the boat. Like one might specialize in hamburgers, another one might specialize in pizza. So actually, I like food, so I was happy to be able to try everything, anything, as much as I wanted. We didn't do the whole
excursion stuff.
Well, yeah, we didn't do that, but we also didn't do the drink, the
unlimited
drinks.
We didn't do that.
Yeah, we just felt like that was not really working.
I was pregnant too, so
exactly. Yeah, so that was kind of the other thing. We didn't really feel like it was worth it for us because, I mean, it's nice if you want to just relax, but it was my first time, so I wanted to be kind of aware of what I was doing and then enjoy it, absorb it, take it in, and walk away knowing like I maximized the experience. Mm-hmm. As opposed to like maybe if it was my third or fourth cruise, maybe I might do the open or the unlimited drinks since she's not pregnant. We both can, you know, take advantage of it. And if you just want to relax, then that's like a really good option because then you can just not have to worry about trying every little thing that's out there. So that was me, but we did, but I will be honest, I did buy a couple drinks, but that was it. We didn't just, you know, go crazy or anything with it.
And then after that, we actually went on another cruise. It was like maybe a week in between. Maybe we had like a week and a half break. I think it was about 2 weeks. We actually went to San Antonio to see my sister. We don't have to go to detail for her stuff, but we went to see my sister to Texas.
No, we took a plane flight to not San Antonio because San Antonio's in
Texas.
Yes. Oh yeah, we did go to San Antonio.
Yeah, we went to San Antonio.
Yeah, I'm thinking of San Diego.
No, we went to San Antonio.
Yeah, we went to San Antonio in Texas, where Lackland Air Force Base is, right?
Yeah, we went there, and then you know, my sister's in service, so, but we were not going to go to detail just for, you know, everyone wants the privacy. And then, so we stayed there, we took Grace, and, you know, everybody went there, my whole family. That was really, you know, fun, just everybody to be together and kind of spend, you know, quality time with family. And then, about 2 weeks later, we flew to Mexico, and we also took our daughter with us, and we at the time we only had one daughter.
Oh yeah, that was to Cancun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so that was her second trip that Grace went on, and she was
third trip.
Oh yeah, but she did go to Texas. Yeah, that's true.
That was her
second trip.
Second trip.
Yeah, so she went to Paris. Grace also went to San Antonio, and then that year she also went to Cancun. Like
she's
basically as a 1-year-old. And you were pregnant when we went to were you pregnant when we went to San Antonio? And then you were also pregnant when we went to Cancun. Mm-hmm. So Cancun was honestly the best trip I'd ever been on. I know I've been to Paris, I've been to Africa, that was after Cancun. But still, I still think Cancun was the best trip I ever been on because it was the first trip that I'd been on where it was all inclusive, and the resort you stay at is amazing. Everybody there treats you like you're a queen or a king.
It was so funny.
Yeah, it was really, really good. And it's honestly, you get a really good value at a fair price. It's not like you go and you have to spend $1,000 a night. So it's really great if you can find like a good deal, and then you go for about 7 days or something like that.
We went for a week, right?
We did.
Maybe 5-6 days.
Yep.
it was a lot of fun.
And we saw weddings there.
It was definitely fun.
Yeah, the staff was really amazing.
Very clean.
I think that was, they did something really nice for us. It was
your birthday.
Oh yeah, it was my birthday.
It was your birthday.
Yeah, so what they did is they knew it was my birthday, and of course they come to the room and clean it up, but we came back one night and there was like rose petals all over the floor. And then there was like champagne bottles,
and
cakes,
chocolates.
and then there was a rose petal shaped heart on the bed.
It was nice.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, they were super hospitable and the experience was over the top, and the beaches are really nice. They have some kind of a problem over there, which I don't really think it was a big deal, but they get a lot of seaweed on the beaches.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's not that big of a deal because they have some kind of like a farming tractor that drives maybe once or twice a day, and it cleans up, and it has like these claws, and it just cleans up the beach, so you don't really notice the seaweed as much.
Yeah.
And they got a lot of, like the cruise ship, or they have a lot of similar activities on a Cancun resort. Unlimited buffet, you have like a seafood section, a hamburger section, you have lots of pools, you have bar here,
as you can tell.
a bar there. They have like everything, a kids section, an adult section. You don't even leave the resort. It's like it's as big as a military base, but it's all geared towards tourists.
Maybe I'm sure military base is just a little bigger.
Well, maybe, but it's like super nice.
And then we moved into a new house the same month. We had so much going on. We had back and forth with stuff.
Yeah, our real estate agent was stressed. So they were selling our house, and which we sold in like 2 days. And then we had to like do a bunch of stuff, like we had to paint that house.
No, it gets funny, babe, though. Sorry. It gets funny. So we sold the house. No, the house was on the market or whatever. And then we thought we were going to have a month. So we thought, okay, we're going to go on a cruise and come back and clean up.
Yeah, we had all that already planned out.
We already had the cruise all planned up.
Yeah, and then, we didn't know we were going to sell the house. All this stuff was already planned. So
we had to go because, we already planned the whole trip. So we went, and our realtor, he's amazing. And we will share his information. If you're in the North Carolina area, you can reach out to him. He can help you. So while we were away, he was able to sell the house, clean up the house, sell the house within 2 days. And then he was able to continue helping us find a new house, in which we got it within a couple weeks later, maybe a month.
Yeah, he actually called us on the cruise, and that was when we got an offer. And then we had like several offers actually. You have cash buyers who offer you less than what you're asking. Then you have somebody who really wants your house, and you can tell they really want it. So we had to decide between those which we wanted, and we gave it to the person who obviously made the best offer, but it wasn't the highest amount actually, but we felt that buyer deserved it, but we didn't want someone just to back out because we were already buying a new house kind of simultaneously. So we wanted things to close out at about the same time, so that we could move into the new house.
So that happened all within months. And
So I was on the cruise though, and I was getting calls from the real estate agent, but I couldn't get cell phone calls, so I could only receive like over the Wi-Fi calls. So sometimes when he was calling me, I couldn't hear him. So that was kind of like what we were going through, but it was good enough to where we could communicate what we needed to communicate. But we literally made a deal while we were on a cruise, which was really weird.
We wanted to sell the old house, also be able to move into the new house without being like having 2 mortgages and stuff. So that happened in our favor, so that helped a lot. So after that, then we moved into a new house. Ta-da!
Yeah.
And then early this year, the baby was born.
Yeah, so we're still getting adjusted to the new house, even like a whole year later. Still a lot of things we want to do, a lot of goals that we want to achieve. You know, one of the things that we wanted to get back on was the videos. So I think we have a lot of stuff that we want to update you guys on, and we just wanted to share with you like what's going on with us.
Definitely, you can send us questions to our email, or you can comment below with questions, or you can go to our Instagram and ask us questions there, whether whichever way that's easier for you. And if there's a certain video, of course, you want us to do, just send us a message or whatever, and then we will make sure to make that for y'all. So I think this is pretty much. Maybe we forgot something. I don't know.
No.
I think this is probably about it. We just gonna paraphrase everything, because if we go to detail, we would all sit here, we would all want to sleep and be exhausted. So we just gonna do the chunks. But if you have questions, just concerns, just send us a message and we're gonna answer them for you.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Again, thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. Remember, the more you help us, the more we're going to be more motivated to make more videos. And we're really happy to be doing this again.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
See ya.
Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.